Welcome you back. Now we are discussing about the video lectures 3, which will be covering in details regarding the problem we came across. For example, here we have a combination of data sets, that is combination of star and circles. But if you can understand here, all the stars are centrally located and all the circles are just surrounding to that one. Even if we try to draw a line here or anywhere, we will be unable to separate. We will be unable to classify them into two classes. So for this, what we do here, we convert the 2D feature space into 3D feature space. That means we take more number of features. Using this, we are able to put the entire data set here in a three-dimensional feature space, and you see, using this hyperplane we are able to separate the circles from these stars. Then I was discussing about the overfitting, underfitting and base fitting. This is the things it is related to the number of features or the attributes we are considering. Suppose we are considering all possible features, then it is the case of overfitting. Okay, but remember that by adding more number of features does not guarantee that the data sets can be classified into different classes, because it may confuse. Similarly, suppose you draw a line, it has nothing to do with the distances or it has nothing to do with the elements in the data sets. That means we have taken less number of features, then we call it as the underfitting. Then another category things we call it as the best fitting, where it is exactly we are able to separate the data set into different classes. Now, the problem of overfitting can be overcome using the principal component analysis, and here purpose is to reduce the overfitting. Okay, so what we do, suppose these points are there, the number of points are there, and we see in different view and we create some principal components like PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4 and PC5. We create a number of principal component. We create a number of principal components. But see that if we create more number of principal components, then the model may confuse and it may give also wrong result. So there is a hand rule. The number of program component, it should be less than the number of attribute. So what do you do? How do you go for this program or the principal component? We convert we convert from 2D to 3D or 1D to 2D or HD to LD, higher dimension to lower dimensions. But at the same time, we should remember that the number of PC principal components we are using, it should be less than the number of attributes, at least less than or equal to. It should not be more than that. If it is more than that, then it will lead to a number of confusion, and it may give you the wrong result. So I can give you an example. Suppose we are going to classify and we are going to classify just a ball. For that, what we have given? We have given the shape should be spherical. We have given it should not be an eatable thing. Third thing we have given, the color is red, and we give the radius of the sphere is 10 centimeters, say. Okay. So now we train. So these are the three features we have provided to that one. It's clear. Now suppose I provide only a single feature, that is only spherical. So in that case I provide the input data just an apple, or I provide one orange. Orange also spherical. Maybe its radius is also 3 or 4 centimeter, whatever the data it matches to that one. So in that case it will give the output that it is a ball, but actually orange is not a ball. So here it is the example of underfitting. Suppose I am taking actually a ball as input, but here it is spherical, so it is passed. Second thing, it is not eatable, so it passed. But instead of a small ball, I have given the radius of 10 centimeter, and also the color instead of red I have given white. So in that case, it will give you the wrong result. So this is the concept of overfitting, which can be eliminated using the principal component. Now there is another concept we can use, the orthogonal property. In the orthogonal property, we are using the covariant. So here what we do, C, capital C, which is equal to the matrix of covariant XX, covariant of XY, covariant of YX, and covariant of YY. And there is a formula for finding that one. This covariant of XY, which is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to capital n to 1, and then it is xi minus x bar in bracket multiplied by yi minus y bar divided by n minus 1. Here n is the number of samples and xi is any element we are taking out of this data, like x1, x2, x3, and x bar is the average of that one. So using this formula we can find out, and we can also find out what are the covariant. Okay, so based on this covariant we can also go for filling any missing data. For example, some data x1, y1, x2, y2, all things are given, but at x4 the data is missing or y4 is missing. So in that case, using this principle we will be able to predict. We can go for some prediction, classification, and we can solve those type of problem. That we will be discussing in our next video. Till then, goodbye and take care of your health.